says deputies learned Perry had been volunteering at the church 7 days a week. After executing search warrants, reviewing records, and interviewing witnesses, investigators found evidence that contradicted what church leaders initially told them.
He was not going into classrooms with minors.
After showing that video, Sheriff Weaver displayed photos he says shows Perry in close proximity to children.
This is sickening in and of itself, coupled with the video of just, I don't know what you're talking about.
Authorities say all four, including Perry, are charged with criminal conspiracy and obstruction of justice. Don Williams and Howard are also charged with unlawfully placing a child at harm or abandoning a child. Investigators add they're still reviewing evidence, conducting interviews.
Now, Perry, seen here in this photo, we're told is from a school event, was convicted in 2023 on a third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor charge. A condition of his probation was that he could not work near children. We later learned from a Georgetown County Sheriff's Office report that he did not tell South Carolina Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services that the church also operated a school. A $25 billion class action lawsuit was also filed against the church on Friday.
Welcome to Chevy Investigates and Opinionates, and welcome to the clown circus of church cover-up. We're here to put a stop to that. We're going to just keep talking. Join with me if you believe that cancel culture in the church needs to stop. Transparency is what everybody requires. Come on, people, don't stop talking about Pawleys Island Community Church and their neglect and betrayal of the victims primarily and the parents. I know there's a lot of innocent people, and my heart goes out to you. You were betrayed also. However, until these people are locked up for good, we're just going to keep talking, because we know that putting pressure on the police and authorities is what it takes to see that this is done. So we're going to hear what some parents think. Please stay with me. Please like, subscribe, please share. Let's get this word out. It's important.
All right, a couple updates since my last post. So there have been arrests. Georgetown County was able to get Ginny, John, Warren, and Nikki all arrested on bond. Aside from Warren, he's still in there. Ginny and Nikki were charged with 3 different charges. Ginny was originally charged with 2. As of this morning, she is also charged with that third, which is child neglect, and she is also since now back out on bond. So from what I understand, the 3 of them just kind of like live their life now willy-nilly until their court dates, I guess. That's my understanding from the bond hearing, which isn't until the end of September, October. So I guess they just like live life. I don't know. This is starting to spread. So thank you if you are telling people about this, because the second that we stop talking about this is the second that they think that they can get away. So thank you if you are speaking out and speaking up about this and not backing down by all of these people like trolls on these Facebook posts and stuff, like trying to start blaming parents. Like, get out of here. What else? I do want to say too, because I feel like that a lot of people have gotten heat on this, or maybe it's me, I don't know. But like, this isn't about taking down a church. I know that there are so many good, wonderful, caring, loving people that go to that church, and they're just as betrayed as we are. They've been lied to. A church is supposed to be a place that you go to for safety and security, and they're victims too. And I know that community is hurting. Also, I can't speak for everyone, but I think that the overall is that a lot of the moms, teachers, we're just really tired. I mean, this has been such an extremely emotional situation. Like, I think that this was probably my very first, like, everything shower that I've had since it happened. So, like, reminder to myself and reminder to other moms out there, don't forget about your self-care, because this has been absolutely just unfathomable and mind-blowing. Yeah, I'm curious to see what else comes out, because there's still some really pretty heavy-hitting lingering questions. Who's the financial advisor? How much money were they giving to the church? Was there some kind of transaction in regards to money for access to our kids? I'm really curious to hear what comes out about that. Probation officer, where you at, bro? Lady, who are you? I'm just so curious to hear from you, and like what, not that you owe me anything to talk to me, but I'm curious to hear like what comes out of that, because Like, were they supposed to have regular checks up? How does a convicted sex offender just get away with years working at a school? I can't, doesn't make sense. And the POA, power of attorney, April. Why is Ginny the power of attorney for this man? There's just a lot of open questions still. And then now, Robbie Harvey's covering it. He posted something yesterday that a septic company had reached out to him, and they had pumped that septic tank years ago, and it was filled with hundreds of condoms. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This whole thing is just so disgusting and so wild. And it just gets crazier and crazier the more stuff that comes out. The good news, if there is good news, the video of when we met with Pastor Don, when he tried giving that speech or whatever, and the mom stormed in saying that her child was molested, it does look like that case is back open. The official court documents are absolutely heartbreaking of what that boy describes. You guys can read that on your own, but it is absolutely heartbreaking. Continue telling people about it. The second that we stop talking about it is when they think that they can get away with it. And that is just not going to happen, because every single person that betrayed that trust and put our kids in danger just needs to be held accountable. So continue praying for the babies and just pray that nothing else comes up.
I personally want to thank Samantha Blake for posting her thoughts, her opinions, her prayers. But one other thing she posted was those who have pushed back against her. I think I'll share that with y'all too. It's time for the circus.
Amen.
Wow, I know you should never call yourself a Christian. You are a bunch of housewives that love to gossip, so shame on you all.
Mary and would rather fight for dogs' rights versus the protection of children, based on her Facebook page.
There's been no reports from the kids. He was around. He's guilty for being.
That's literally how the law works, sir. Welcome to the earth. Kinda sucks here.
Another Karen. That did not put her son in public school, and is one of the first to complain about what happened for her own 15 seconds of fame. Lady, you're as bad as the person you are complaining about. It's obvious. Go back north, where you came from. I sent mine to public our kids until they started school, because our kids came first, not last. School. Blah, blah, blah. Samantha, can you tell me who was injured or hurt by this man trying to turn his life around?
Oh, and if you work full-time and don't have your kids at home. He's claiming the kids don't come first in our lives, because he had his kids in 1920 when things were $1.
I don't judge a book by its cover. Once a debt is paid, he don't have to pay it forever. Neither does this school. Or Chuck. God says to forgive your neighbor. 7 times 7. Pray for our parents.
We all know debanded our parents shaming in this situation, right?
So, you're now making money off clicks?
Kim throwing off shade, thinking I am making money off advocating for my own child. One, she also since blocked me.
No, he doesn't have kids, and he's creepy too.
Turns out we had some mutual connections, and you have some fans.
Such drama.
Tom blocked me.
You need to close your mouth, one, and stop speculating about what is and what you think will happen.
Aw, sweet Sam.
Well, I want you to know that I support you, Samantha, and I support every parent, every teacher, every community member from Pawleys Island Community Church and associated schools. I support you. I support you, every journalist, content creator, investigator, everyone who is speaking out and seeking to know what and who all is associated with the crimes that took place here at this so-called church and other churches across the nation. I support you, and I'm going to keep talking too. Love you guys. See you next.